Hey guys, I just realized probably about a few hours ago, I wasn't really paying attention until I saw, I think, on the bottom scoreboard of ESPN, man, Derek Jeter's last season here coming up. Whether you love him or hate him, talking about the Yankees, they did have some guys that were some class acts, and as far as character wise, not just on the field but also off the field, and Derek Jeter is one of them. Obviously, the media tried to do a little something something sometimes about who he was dating or whatnot, but it really was nothing like out there. It's not like he went into a club, um, shot up a club or whatever, or maybe went and go hit a girlfriend or whatever. My point is basically just he was just for the most part, as far as a professional, especially for the Yankees organization, he did things the right way. Everything speaks for himself. I don't know how many All-Star appearances, well over 3,000 hits in his career. I think I was reading something. I don't know how many first place he's in as far as at bats. Um, I don't know. I'm not too sure about home runs. I know obviously a five-time World Series champion as well. So just get ready to embrace a lot of great moments here coming up this season for the shortstop as well. My main thing for him, and I really do hope that he just stays healthy. He's been banged up, I know, I think the last couple of years, and it was the same thing like Mario Rivera as well. I know Mario Rivera went down, I think, a couple of years ago with that knee injury, and then he decided to just make that last season his last season. A lot of great moments, and I'll never forget the All Star appearance when he came out, and I had chills myself. I'm not even a Yankees fan. I'm a Braves fan. For him to come out like that out of the tunnel, that was awesome. So I can only imagine this season for Derek Jeter. Wow. And I know my brother and I, when we were growing up too, watching Derek Jeter, we were always said this about him. It says a lot about him. This little thing. The only person I know when he would hit a grounder, no one's gonna be basically a ground out. He was always hustling to first base. Always. I mean, that's a small percentage of guys doing that these days. This man did it every single time. And if, sometimes he would catch guys slipping. Oh, by the way, always hustling. He wasn't the fastest guy on the field, but he just always hustling. I always appreciated that as well. I know as far as again, my brother and I just appreciate little stuff like that too from great players. That's what makes them great. It's always the little things, but obviously in anything and in life, little things can lead to big things. Remember when I mentioned a few moments ago, 3,000 career hitter, um, five-time world champion. There's a reason why too. And that's just a little example. Just a little hustle, just on a normally going to be a ground up, but just hustling to first base. And, I always appreciated about that with him. Obviously, growing up and being a fan of my team, it was like, ah, man, darn the Yankees. But as I got older, it's like, well, I appreciate these guys too. And now that they're retiring left and right, like I said, whether you love them or hate them, respect the class that those guys have done. I mean, nobody's perfect. Ain't nobody perfect to the T. But I just respect that, especially in today's era. I'll be saying the same thing as far as with, like, for example, with Peyton Manning when it's all said and done. And, people love him or hate him. Same thing with LeBron. Talking about somebody who's grown up over the years himself. Love him or hate him when it's all said and done. I respect that as well. So, and don't really pay too much attention. I know I don't as far as what the media says because we actually sit down and watch what these guys do on the field, and then some of the little stuff the media will show about the good stuff these guys do off the field or off the court. Wow. And again, that's what, Derek Jeter is hands down one of the best that I know I've seen growing up. So it's going to be a lot of good moments, like I said, here coming up. I just hope he stays healthy, and yeah, I'm going to be rooting for him this season. Like I said, I'm still a Braves fan, but I'm going to be rooting for Derek Jeter because, hey, they're losing the best ones, not from injury, but just out of retirement because can't play forever. But I respect that. Really do respect that from him. So let's get ready to watch hopefully a good, healthy season for Derek Jeter. So I'll talk to you guys later.